Okay, we're back. Sorry for the interruption there, having to split this up into two videos, but we are almost done. The last thing we have to discuss is we have three different types of studies that we can do. And you've actually heard me talking a lot about this first type, which is the survey. It's the most common that we'll see, and this is basically the idea that you're collecting data from responses given by your sample. So no matter what type of sample you use, stratified, simple, random, so on and so forth, the idea is you're just going to ask a question or a series of questions and get responses back. So, I gave students a survey after we played the last review game, okay? And this is a reference to something that happened last year that, again, we're going to play that review game later, I promise. But that's a survey. I give out a bunch of questions. You guys give me responses. That is a survey study. Okay, copy that down. The next is an observational study. So here, however your sample is determined, whether it's again that every third person or the self-selected, you have them do something and you watch what they do without the study that you're doing affecting them in any observable way. So this would be if I give my students 5 review options and observe which one the students choose. So in the past, what I have done is I've said, okay, you can rewrite your notes, you can do this worksheet, you can do these problems out of the book, you can watch these videos online, or you can not study at all. And I give the students that option. I tell them to pick one of those options, and I just take notes on who chooses what, and that's how I collect my data. That's an observational study. I present you with a situation, and then whoever's participating in the study does whatever they would normally do, and I collect my data that way. So that's my second type of study. And again, pause if you need to. Third and final option for studies is an experiment. And this is just like you do in science class. And there's a lot of text up here. What I would probably do is listen and then pause and copy it down. But basically what you have is you take two groups. Group A, which is your experimental group, where you do something to them and they are observed. And then group B is the control group where you leave them alone and you observe. And the idea here is you want to see how the experimental condition affects the group differently than if you hadn't done anything at all. So if I give half my students a Scantron test and the other half of the students a computer-based version of the same test where they don't have to do it in pen and paper, I would then compare the test scores and see which group did better. That would be an experiment. Let's see which option works, option A or option B. There's a lot of stuff on here. Now would be probably a good time to pause, get this all copied down, and you guys will have some opportunities on the homework to sort some of these out. So pause if you need to. And with that, that actually does end our video. So um, complete the worksheet 12.1, samples, bias, and studies. You're going to have questions where they basically are going to give you um, a type of sample, and you have to identify what type of sample it is based on the 5 options we've got. I'm going to give you some studies, and you're going to tell me if they're biased or not and why. And then I'm also going to give you some studies, and you have to tell me which type of study it is. Is it a survey, observational, or experimental? Okay. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll come back with 12.2 and 12.3 tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.